Hey Todd, you're getting kind of old. Why are you still arm wrestling?
I'm not old, man. I'm just coming into my prime. Old? You're like 98 years old.
I'm not 98 years old. I was born in 2007.
I know, but it's like 7 years of yours to one of mine.
Well, wait, how do you figure that? That's completely unfair.
I know it's a double standard, but hate the game, don't hate the player.
Well, still, why are you still training for arm wrestling and stuff? I mean, what keeps you going?
Well, of course, it's about winning them trophies, man. It's about winning Russian A1 or winning Zadi or a world championship or the UAL or Viotech or top eight, bottom eight, whatever.
Because you do realize most of those tournaments nobody's ever going to remember.
Well, of course they'll remember. The name of the tournament's written right on the trophy. There's nothing to remember.
No, what I'm saying is I just don't think you can be motivated by those victories and stay in it as long as you have.
Well, of course I am. What else would drive someone to stick around this long in it?
Well, let's talk about that for a second. You ever get a bad ref or get a bad call or anything like that?
Well, yeah. I mean, everybody gets a bad ref once in a while or a bad call, not necessarily a bad ref. But once you're famous, you don't get as many bad calls. So I got a lot of bad calls in the beginning, but not so much now.
Oh, so you're admitting there might be bad ref calls and they're biased towards the people who are just starting.
Well, I don't think that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that there might be bad calls and it's just part of the game.
But you don't get your share anymore now that you're famous.
Shut up, stupid dog. Stupid dog with your no thumbs. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying the reffing is fair. It's just, it's more fair to some than it is to others.
Oh. So, how about weight classes? Weight class is a big deal for you?
Oh yeah, man, weight classes are like a major part of the strategy to be the great arm wrestler. You gotta get in the right weight class.
So you cut a whole bunch of weight, kill yourself, in order to win that victory, that trophy.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's how you do it, man. You gotta, every little bit counts, man.
So if you ain't got time to prepare or get all that stuff done, you would just not go to a tournament.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I wouldn't want to go to a tournament if I wasn't going to win. But, I mean, what would be the sense in going to a tournament if you're not going to win?
So you're saying there's no reason to ever test yourself against the better people.
Well, no. Testing yourself against better people would be a good way of getting better.
But you're unlikely to win, so you probably wouldn't do it.
Well, I don't think that's what I'm saying. I'm saying is winning is what defines you as great, but you're not going to win if you're
So you're saying you would like to test yourself against better people if it didn't count. But wouldn't it be better to be the better people? People tested themselves against you?
no. I'm saying that victory and trophies and winning these tournaments is what makes a great arm wrestler. So that's what's driving all these people to arm wrestle.
Really? But yet if you only arm wrestle tournaments you think you're going to win, you never actually test yourself, so you might not actually be the best.
Shut up, stupid dog with your tail not even going straight.
Wow, you're getting tiresome. So, bad reffing, weight classes, yet you still hang in it. You've been arm wrestling for what? 140 years?
I've been arm wrestling for 20.
But yeah, you got to multiply that by 7.
No, I don't have to multiply my years by 7. I get to multiply your years by 7.
Huh. That doesn't quite hardly seem fair.
I know, it's not. It's bizarre that way, but what you gonna do?
So in all this time, you're chasing this victory, and you kept the same drive and the same interest and the same ambition ever.
Oh no, heck no, man. One time, well, a few times, leagues left me stranded somewhere, and I quit.
Oh really? You quit, and then you came back, older and slower than you were when you quit. But you thought that taking that time off and not training and quitting somehow made you better equipped to start winning again.
No, came back because I think I knew how to train and get stronger and start being better.
Better or victorious?
Well, better means victorious.
But does it really? Does it really? Because if all you want to do is be victorious, then you would just pick and choose your tournaments, and you could probably manifest a perfect record, a 20-0 record for the year or something.
Well, yeah, I'm sure you could, but a 20-0 record doesn't mean you're great or anything. People would just laugh at it if you were 20-0 and all you were doing is like winning like the local tournaments, or pulling the lighter classes and stuff.
Oh, so it's truly not victory driving you for 20 years of arm wrestling. It's something else.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying victory is more important.
But yet you won't just pull the tournaments you know you can win, as opposed to doing training harder and learning more and studying your opponents and basically upping your overall game.
Shut up, stupid dog with no driver's license.
So anyways, Todd, what I'm getting at is I think to be motivated and successful for a long-term career in arm wrestling.
Well, what do you think's long term, Mr. 98 or Little Miss 98-year-old dog?
Well, a lot of arm wrestlers in America, they compete for 20, 30, sometimes 40 years. There's a lot of people who start before their 20s and compete into their 60s.
Oh yeah, that's pretty long term. 40 years for you, that would be like 280 for like me.
Well, I'm just saying that if you're going to compete in a sport for decades and your motivation is victory, seems like victory would drive you towards more short-term goals as opposed to giving you the mindset to lay down a foundation to train for decades.
No, that doesn't sound right. That sounds like a bunch of kooky talk.
Well, what I'm saying is, if what you're doing is chasing victory, seems like you'd be more concerned about working the refs, working the table, changing the straps, changing the rules, getting a little trick in there, doing some kind of voodoo grip stuff, that sort of thing, as opposed to saying I'm going to take 5 to 10 years and lay a good foundation of strength down, get the tendons right, learn the skills, take the time to do the study work because I'm in it for the long haul versus just trying to win these tournaments really quick.
No, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound... By the way, how do you even speak English? Aren't you a German dog? Shouldn't you, like, sprechen die Deutsch?
Well, of course I can speak German, but you can't.
Oh, that's true. I can't speak German. Well, thank you. Let's continue in English then.
So, what I am saying is, you're going to enter a sport. You're going to compete for decades. But if all you're chasing is the short-term goals and of winning tournaments and stuff, you will adopt the wrong mindset of laying down the foundation for sustainable, long-time growth. Instead, I think if you truly want to be great in this sport, you should pursue excellence and not victory.
Well, that's an opinion. I think it might be poppycock, but it is an opinion.
Well, another thing is, what do you think about these really, really great arm wrestlers who arm wrestled for a while, then took some time off, and then came back? Do you think they all came back because they were trying to win their local state tournaments or trying to, get victorious on somebody? Or do you think they were coming back to prove something to themselves?
Well, obviously they wanted to win tournaments and stuff. I mean, that's the only reason why people do it.
What is it really? I mean, do you really think the truly great armor, and we know who they are. They've got 10, 15 years. They've won every trophy and tournament out there. And now they're coming back. And a lot of the truly great arm wrestlers that you've seen win tournaments leave their trophies at the tournament, usually handing them to little kids that were there.
Well, that's true. I've seen that a lot.
So once again, I think the truly great legends of the sport are motivated more by a sense of excellence and not victory. So maybe you should reconsider your own motivation into the sport.
I will consider it.
A good friend of mine once said, if you pursue victory, you will find frustration. But if you pursue excellence, you will find success.
Oh, who said that? Like Deepak Chopra or somebody?
No, I think it was Lassie.
I think it was Deepak.
Well, he might have said it, but I'm sure he heard it from Lassie.
All right, fair enough. So you're thinking that long-term development in the sport, take a longer-term goal. Plan to be in the sport for a long time, do the long-term planning, do the long-term work, that sort of stuff, as opposed to just trying to learn the tricks and do the short-term tournament winning.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking. Now, grab a plastic bag and pick up all my poop.